Welcome to this webinar, NetSuite 101. Basically, NetSuite for Dummies or understanding the NetSuite Basics. As you know, NetSuite is the #1 cloud ERP solution, and we'll be taking you through a basic introduction of NetSuite in this webinar. Your host or presenters for today include me. My name is Sunil Khanna. I'm principal consultant with Dhruvsoft, and today with me, I have Sukruti. She is our functional consultant on NetSuite, and she is also a chartered accountant by profession. So the agenda for today, we'll be giving you a brief introduction of Dhruvsoft, followed by a brief introduction of NetSuite. And then we'll discuss about core features of NetSuite, followed by what are the common business challenges that organizations face and how typically NetSuite help us solve these challenges. This will be followed by a demo of Oracle NetSuite, and we'll discuss few use cases from different industries and some case studies. This will be followed by question and answers. So all the participants here, in case you have any questions, please write your questions in the Q&A box. We'll be taking up all the questions at the end of this webinar. So let's get started by understanding about Dhruvsoft. So we are your digital transformation partner. We are a company established in 2009. We have 100+ employees and have done more than 500+ projects across different technologies. We work on Oracle NetSuite, Salesforce, Zoho, Google, AWS, and core services that we offer include digital transformation and ERP and CRM implementations. We work with almost all industries, but our focus is on some of these industries, including IT, ITS, software, or professional services. We work with healthcare, pharma, life sciences industry, real estate, property businesses, and manufacturing and education. So these are the segments that we work on. In terms of our service offering, if you look at, we have our services that we offer include consulting or working on your architecture, giving you advice on your architecture, the current system assessment, evaluating different products for you, helping you with the digital transformation or artificial intelligence, and doing implementations of ERP, CRM. If you want to quickly start or you want to migrate from the existing CRM or ERP to a solution, we help you with that. We also work on doing the integrations with several other enterprise applications of any ERP or CRM, and providing the managed support and optimization services. In terms of the processes, right from the lead generation till about you generate the cash, we handle the entire cycle, and the same way the procure to pay cycle. So we handle almost all processes using different products. So partnerships that we have include Salesforce. We are Oracle NetSuite solution provider partner. We are a Zoho Advanced partner, and we have partnerships with integration platforms like MuleSoft and Celigo. And plus, we have partnerships with Google and AWS, where we use them for our development or custom applications. So let's now talk about the Oracle NetSuite. Let's introduce you to Oracle NetSuite. So Oracle NetSuite is the #1 cloud-based ERP, which is trusted by more than 36,000+ organizations, and is used in more than 200+ countries. If you look at the key benefits that Oracle NetSuite provides, it's a comprehensive ERP solution. It offers modules across different departments, including financial management or for your accounting, your orders, your inventory. So for different purposes, different processes, a comprehensive ERP solution. It provides you, it's in cloud, it provides you real-time analytics and dashboards. So it has an integrated analytics and dashboard solution along with the ERP, and it gives you real-time insights there. It's highly scalable. You can start with as few as like 4 or 5 users and scale up to like 50,000 or like more number of users. So it's highly scalable in terms of like number of transactions or number of users, and it provides you tailored solutions. Through nssuccess, industry-specific tailored solutions are provided. Now, why companies choose NetSuite? Some of the benefits that NetSuite provide includes a unified platform. So if your company currently is using multiple systems, you can like do all of this in one single system. So you can avoid your data silos. And similarly, like if you look at the NetSuite, it is trusted by leaders. Some of the world's largest companies use Oracle NetSuite, and NetSuite comes with continuous innovation. So your product gets automatic updates or upgrades 2 times a year, and these upgrades come to you without like any additional charges or something, and you are always on the latest version of the application. And finally, like the complete suite of applications that NetSuite provides is cloud native. It is built on the cloud. It's not something which is like built outside and hosted in the cloud. So that way, because it's built for cloud, even you get much higher, much better performance with the NetSuite. Unlike the other applications, which are like built for desktop and they are hosted somewhere, so you don't get the same kind of performance there. If you look at the core features that NetSuite offers, some of the core features include CRM. You have inventory, supply chain management, project management. These are some of the key modules that we have. Order management, e-commerce, the financial management. So some of the key modules, core features that we have for Oracle NetSuite. Now, having introduced Oracle NetSuite to you, let's try to look at like what are the common business challenges that organizations face, and then we will like look at like how NetSuite helps us in overcoming those challenges. So if you look at the common challenges that organizations face, include that they typically have as they grow up, they make different applications. They take another one CRM, they have another accounting system. For supply chain, they have different system. So they get a lot of other lot of systems which are there in place, and that basically result into different silos of data which don't talk with each other. So there is data silos, and then there is lack of visibility. To get a report in certain organization, I have seen that you get days actually to get a report. So this is one major issue that comes actually. Many organizations, they face issue of manual inefficient processes. A lot of things are being still done manually. They do data entry, then they do a data entry once again. That also happens. So a lot of manual work is there. And the more the manual work that you have, the risk of human error comes with that actually. Many organizations face the scalability constraints that they have grown. Like they were a small organization yesterday, but today they have grown. So from hundreds of employees, now you have thousands of employees, but your systems are same. So you get these challenges wherein your scalability constraints are there. And if you don't prepare for the future, again, this is definitely going to hurt you. And you have, as you grow, you have additional regulatory compliances that are required actually. And it is difficult to adhere to these changing regulations or compliances, and risk of non-compliance is huge. So, this is another challenge that organizations face. If you look at some of the operational aspects, poor inventory on order management, that is one major area where we have seen most organizations lacking, they either overstock or there are situations of stock outs actually. They don't properly do their demand for forecasting. There are delays in order processing and fulfillments. You're not able to fulfill on time because you don't know where the material is. So such kind of issues that are faced. Then you have from the finance side, like, your cash flow is mismanaged, or you have challenges with your budgets. You're basically spending more than what you have budgeted. You don't engage in the entire process with your customers. There is no personalization in your sales and marketing efforts. And finally, like, the decision making is another difficulty that we face in most of the organizations, wherein you see that, like, the management does not have up-to-date information. So if you don't have up-to-date information, you cannot do your planning, your budgeting. Your strategic planning cannot be done without a real-time data. So these are, like, if you ask me, top 8 business challenges that organizations face. And if you look at, like, how NetSuite help us solve these challenges. So NetSuite starts with eliminating data silos. It has different modules. You can start with one module and you can add more modules later, but all of these modules have an underlying common database. So it's a unified platform. So with this unified platform, your finance, your CRM, your supply chain, they're all on the same page. Okay. And you have real-time dashboards, advanced reporting. So you don't have these data silos, and you have much better visibility than what you have when you have silos. Actually, NetSuite help you with automating your business processes. You can create standardized processes, including, like, the process which you want to enforce, like it can be a workflow or an approval process, and it reduces your manual data entry. So one of the advantage of interconnected system is that once you have entered the data, you don't have to re-enter it in each system again and again, or each module again and again. You have that data. In addition to that, like, there are features in NetSuite that help you reduce the errors while entering the data. It increases your accuracy and operational efficiency. As a system, NetSuite scales with your business. So if you are a small organization today with one single entity, and tomorrow you become a large organization with multiple subsidiaries, you have global operations, you are operating in multiple countries, NetSuite can handle this without changing any system. Unlike other products where you start small and then they say that now you have to migrate from a lower version to a higher version because you have now become a global company. No, with NetSuite, you don't do any such things. You remain on the same product, and you can add additional subsidiaries. You can add additional currencies as you're operating. So NetSuite is designed for companies who have global operations, and it's designed for companies who start small and they build, like, into a very large user base. NetSuite has its own built-in regulatory, tax, financial compliance features. NetSuite is audit ready for your financial and automated reporting. So it ensures that you are compliance ready. It reduces the risk for you. So that's another advantage that we have with NetSuite. If you look at NetSuite order management and inventory modules, it gives you a real-time stock tracking and demand forecasting capability. It ensures that, like, you get real-time visibility on what is the stock that you have in which warehouse. It can also help you forecast your demand. It can also help you automate the process that you have for order to cash, supply chain. So you can automate the complete process with NetSuite. In terms of the financial side, like, it strengthens your financial control. So you have an accurate visibility on your cash flow. You have AI-driven analytics, which is available, that can help you with better decision making. If you look at customer engagement or customer service, you get a 360-degree view of customer. This is one of the greatest feature that NetSuite has, where you have, in fact, no other product offers that, where you have a dashboard available for each customer. So at each customer level, you have a dashboard which gives you complete trend of what's happening with that customer, what is the sales which is happening with that customer, what kind of products they have purchased over a period of time, So you get better visibility, and you can also offer the personalized experiences through an integrated CRM to your customers. Finally, but not the least one, I would say, is that we have the AI boom which is happening in the market today. And NetSuite is also adopting a lot of AI driven business intelligence features. These features are available to you, as advanced analytics and real time reporting, help you with data driven decision making. So this is how NetSuite solves the challenges that the industry is facing, and it's one of the best ERP, best cloud-based ERP in the market. Now let's look at a live demo of Oracle NetSuite. So I'll pause here, and I will have my colleague share the screen. So just one moment.
Thank you, Sunil.
I'll stop sharing, I think. Yeah, Sukriti, over to you.
Thank you, Sunil.
While Sukriti is sharing the screen, I want to remind all the participants once again, if you have any questions, please type your questions in the Q&A tab. Your questions are valuable to us. Please type your questions. We'll be taking up all your questions at the end of this webinar. Over to you, Sukriti.
Thank you, Sunil. So this is a login page which appears in the NetSuite. And once you log in, put your email ID and password. This is the dashboard which appears. So this is a NetSuite dashboard. First, talking about the roles. Currently, I am having 4 roles, which is administrator, accountant, AR clerk, and AP clerk. And then next, talking about the security of the NetSuite. Like whenever you log in, we have 2-factor authentication. And the other thing, what you can do is here you will have all the details of the login. For example, when was it previously logged in? So you're aware that nobody is logging in your account other than you, and how many successful logins you have made in the day, and how many failures were made. So every detail will be shown here. And next, talking about the settings portlet. So this is a personalized dashboard. Like clicking on this, you can personalize the dashboard according to your preferences. Like if you're a salesperson, you can have all the portlets related to sales, how much sales are made, what are the open opportunities, all the relevant dashboards you can make. Set preferences. These preferences are only available, only applicable for your system. This is not like organization wise settings. So based on your preferences, you can make the changes in the system settings. And publish dashboard. As I'm an administrator, if you can see, I am logging in as an administrator, and today I'll be giving the demonstration as an administrator as well. So like if you want to have a dashboard, like overall dashboard for all the sales rep, you can publish the dashboard. Like you can create a dashboard and publish the dashboard. You can change the email password, and if you see, you have 2 factor authentication settings as well. You can change your security questions as well. This is the recent records, like whatever records that I've created recently, you can see the records here. And then you have calendars. You can create events, calls, or tasks. Here you have like the total sales which were made in the last in this fiscal year. What are the major sales that were made? And you have key performance indicators, like sales, revenue, which are important for the organization, or which are important to make decisions. Based on the key performance indicators, you have key performance meter, KPI meter here. And this is the sales trend portlet. if you see, this is sales trend portlet, and then there's a search bar. Like if you wanted to search anything, you can have a quick search here. And then this is the reminder. If you see, if I'll just quickly show you the reminders. So these are the reminders which I have, which is the orders which are pending to be invoiced, the orders which are pending to be fulfilled, the orders which are pending to be received. This is purchase orders, and the invoices which are pending payment. So there are two types of reminders. One is standard reminders and one is custom reminders. If you don't find any reminder which you wanted in your reminders list to be listed, you can customize. You can create a saved search and customize. Put a reminder here. For example, I don't have this in, I wanted to know invoices which are pending for payment, but in the standard reminders I don't have them. So I can just create a saved search and put the reminder here. So I'll have my invoices which are pending for payment. So this is what is about the reminders. This is about the dashboards. You can also personalize the dashboard, as I said here.
I think one of the great thing which I like here, Sukriti, is the dashboard can be edited by the end users themselves, right?
Yes,
So they
sir.
can set their own reminders. They can set what kind of graphs they want to see, what components they want to see. They can customize that.
Yes, they can. Depending on the permissions we have given, they can customize the dashboards.
Great. And another good thing which I like about NetSuite is what we have told initially is about the roles. So NetSuite is a role-based software where you have different roles. If you can, click on the role drop-down once again. So you have different roles like AP clerk or accountant or administrator. And according to the role that is assigned to you, one person can perform more than one roles. And according to the role that is assigned to you, once you click on that role, your NetSuite application will change, and the menus that are available to you or what kind of actions that you can do with those modules, will also change according to the role. So it's a completely role-based software. And according to your role, you will get the access to what you can see and what you can do in NetSuite.
Yeah. Like this is a navigation tool. This is a navigation tool. So here you can see the transactions, the type of transactions. Like you have bank transactions, you have purchases, payables, sales. So depending on the roles, this dashboard, this navigation tool also changes. Like for example, if you are an AP clerk, you will only have sales, you will only have customers, you will not be able to see payables, you will not be able to see purchases. So that's what the NetSuite provides us. And this is a master. Like if you see here in accounting, you can create accounts, you can create different currencies, exchange rates, items, item collections, unit of measures, and so on. Like revenue recognition. And then employee, you have employees in relations, you have leads, you have prospects, you have customers, projects, contacts, groups, partners, vendors. And these are other things which are available. So first talking about the customers.
What you have done is you have viewed a list of the customers and then you have navigated to an individual customer from that list.
Yes. So this is a customer record. You can enter the customer name and all the information, relevant information which you think is important. Like if there's a primary contact for the particular company, you can enter the primary contact, communications, address, marketing, from where you have got that customer. and then support. If there is any issue raised by the customer, you can raise a case, and what is the status of the case. Then financials, like accounts. If you have multiple subsidiaries, you can select the account which is relevant for that particular subsidiary. And then you have preferences, system information. Like in the system information, you can see all the changes that were made after creating the customer, and by whom that was created, changes made. And then like you can also give access to the customer to view what is the profile of the customer. Like, I mean, how much outstanding balance is there, how many sales have been made. All that information can be seen by the customer as well, depending on the permissions which we have given to them. And then this is the opportunities. If you see in the sales, you have opportunities, you have transactions. In the transactions, you can have, like, here we have a type, so we can enter order, or if we enter all, we'll see all the transactions, like sales order, invoices, journals, codes, everything, item fulfillment, payment. So this is about that. Then I'll just quickly show you the dashboard. So there are two types of dashboard. First is just a dashboard where you can see the complete information about the customer, and also you can customize this portal, this page, depending on what you wanted more. So this page is customizable, and whereas this is the 360 degrees dashboard, where you can see what are the pending customer opportunities, what are the pending orders which are pending for invoices or pending for fulfillment, and then the opportunities, invoices, and the number of items which were purchased by particular customer, and the sales made during the year. And if there are any preferred products which were taken, or the recommendation, you can will also have here. Currently we don't have any product recommendation here. So this is the thing. And
One
here
of
we,
the thing which I like most about, if you can go back to the previous dashboard,
yes,
which you have shown. So, I mean, here you can see a very good snapshot. You have all the KPIs related to this customer. So it's not like a dashboard which is at an organization level or at a division level. It's for that customer, like what is the total sales that is in the current period, in the previous period that you have, what is the uptrend, whether it is going up or going down. You can see that indicator in the last, in what is the kind of change which is there for each of those KPIs. And you have important links also related to this customer. You have different reports that are there. You can directly click on those reports right from here. Like, for example, for that customer, what is AR aging, what is sales by that particular customer, or what kind of tasks you have done, for example. So you can see that, again, like, and then for this customer, if you scroll down, you in the left hand side in the sidebar, you can see what are the top 5 items that have been sold, what is the summary of transactions, etc. So this kind of view, it's very important. It's give you complete perspective on that particular customer. And for example, if you can scroll back to the top and you click on any of the indicators, for example, if you see the value of sales and you click on that amount of the sales, it will take you and you can drill down from here actually to see like how that particular amount is getting calculated. It takes you to that report and you will be able to see from there actually how that value is coming in actually. So that's the greatest advantage that you have for a dashboard which is there at a customer level. Back to you, over to you, Sukruti.
thank you. Yeah, so this view can be customized, and whereas this here you can see all the financial perspective of the customer. And here from directly this page, you can create contacts, you can create estimates, you can create opportunities, invoices, sales order, and cash sales. And if you want to make any changes in the customer record, you can directly click on edit, and that will take you to this page. So yeah, so This is all about the customer. Let's go to O2C process. So first we'll create a sales order, which I've already created it.
So for those who don't know, O2C is order to cash process that we are referring to.
Yeah, from sales to payment received from the customer. So this is O2C process. So yeah. So just by clicking on this, I can just open the sales order record. So this is a sales order which I've created in the morning. If you see, this is the dining room, teak dining room, which I've ordered for 100 quantity. And this order will be delivered directly to the customer from the vendor. Like whenever I put an order for teak dining table, so this is the drop ship order, which means that whenever I want a table, I will directly have a purchase order created for this sales order. So yeah, so this is the sales order, and if you see, we have pending fulfillment, which means
So
the
I want to add here a little bit. So as Sukriti mentioned that this is a dropship order. So with NetSuite, you can handle different type of orders. So whether it's an order which you want to take and fulfill at a later date, or you want to take a drop ship order where immediately when you take the order, you create a purchase order with your vendor and then vendor directly ships it to the customer. That is also possible with Oracle NetSuite.
so yeah, once the sales order is created, directly after sales order creation, purchase order will be created. I'll just have a quick look on the purchase order as well. So this is the purchase order which was created automatically by the system. If you see 100 quantity teak dining table. Okay. Coming back to sales order. So this is item fulfillment which is pending. So I'll just fulfill the item, fulfill the order, so that we go to next process. Just by clicking on fulfill, my item fulfillment will be created. Like I don't have to put any extra efforts here. So it is picked. So I'll just put the status to shipped and click on save. So here you see my item fulfillment is created, and we have a GL impact for that as well. Okay, so this is the shipped one. So if you see the status is changed to ship, I'll just open this order to show you the status, which is showing as pending billing, which means invoices yet to be created. So when I click on bill here, it will directly take me to the invoice page. So this is the invoice page. It is giving me a reminder that the customer balance is this much, which has exceeded the credit limit. So the credit limit which was given to the customer was 75,000. So that is a reminder which the NetSuite gives us whenever the outstanding balance of the customer is more than the credit limit which we have allowed. So if you see, this is all the invoice, this is all pre-filled. And then so also if you have the sales order should be created by particular role and invoice should be created by managers, you can give that roles and assign that allot that invoice should be created by manager. So you can put a reminder that invoice should be there are pending sales order which are to be yet to be invoiced, so you can do that as well. So just by clicking on save, invoice will be saved. So you see invoice status is open, which means the payment is yet to be done. And you have a GL impact for this. And you have this related records. So here, once the payment is made, the payment record will be shown here. And in the order, so sales order, if you see, it will be shown as billed, which means the invoice has been created. And if I take a part payment for this, it will still show me open state because the payment is not made in full. Now, for suppose instead of 73,000, I make payment only of 50,000. So it's not deposited because I've not selected the bank account here. So I'll just open the invoice. So you see it's still open. If I make a full payment, like all the 74,000, if I make the payment, then it will show me paid in full. So this is all about the O2C process, which is order to cash. Then let's go to P2P, which is purchase to payment. So if you remember, I've created a purchase order, the order which was created automatically. Here it is showing as mark shipped because it has already been shipped. So item fulfillment has been already done. Now this is a purchase order. After purchase order, the next step will be creating a vendor bill. So once I create on bill, it will take me to the vendor bill creation. So you see, this is the vendor, and this is the accounts payable account. Like if we have multiple accounts payable, depending on the subsidiary, we can select that here. And if we have approval process, then it will be by default it will be in the pending approval process, and it will not be approved directly. Currently in the system we don't have any approval process, that's why it's directly approved. And then click on save. The bill will be automatically created. And if you see, the purchase order status will be changed to fully billed. If you're making only part bill, like 36,000, if you're making only 18,000 billing, it will be shown as partly billed. So once you make a payment, the status will be changed from open to paid in full, or if it is partly paid, then it will show as still open. So this is the small gist about O2C and P2P process. Coming to reports, NetSuite has wide range of reports. Like we can even customize, and the default reports are also so many. So just I'll show you the default reports that a business uses on day to day. So there's an income statement, there's a comparative income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statements, journal ledgers, trial balance, chart of accounts. Chart of account is like all the accounts that we have in our company. So that is chart of accounts. In chart of accounts also you can have sub accounts for different subsidiaries. You can have different accounts. So depending on company's preferences. Transaction details. Transaction detail is nothing but all the transactions which have been done, like from starting to ending. You can check all those transactions. You have realized exchange gain or losses, unrealized exchange gain or losses, amortization forecast, deferred and capitalized expenses, water flow deferred expenses. Then you have in revenue, revenue by customer, by item, by state. Like if we have multiple companies or multiple stores in different states, so you can see that revenue by customer, revenue by item, state, forecast revenue. So all these reports will be there. And in budgeting you have actual, you can create a budget versus actual. You can check like what was the budget which was made, and what is the actual that has been incurred, or actual expenses or actual revenue that was made depending on the budget. And then you have employee records, you have projects, you have project versus actual, like projected budget versus actual budgets, bills and payables. You can have time by employee if you have time sheets, if you are service based company, so this will be very useful. And then you have purchase by vendors, items, purchase order register. So there are so many reports which are given by the NetSuite by default. So just we'll have a look at income statement. So yeah, so this is the income statement. The income statement also you can see, there are so many subsidiaries here. So you can see the income statement subsidiary wise firstly, and then you can see consolidated level, like you have very big company. For example, you have 3 layers of companies, so you can see here. So this is EMEA. So EMEA consolidated income statement you can see. No, you don't want, you want to see like second layer income statement, you can see that as well. And if you see, if you are able to see, the currencies are changing. So depending on the currencies also, the uh, income statement changes.
So one good thing about NetSuite is that it takes care of multiple subsidiaries. If your company has many subsidiaries or multiple country operations, according to that, you can have your income statement consolidated, or you can see individual subsidiary wise also, you can see from one single instance. Unlike the other softwares, you'll have to have multiple instances of the ERP to have such kind of reports.
Exactly. And if you know, if you don't want to see, like if you want to see all the subsidiaries in each column, you can do that as well. Like for example, I go to headquarters consolidated, and then click on subsidiaries here and refresh the report. So I can see all the subsidiaries here. You see Australia, Canada, Denmark, Germany, Japan, US. So all the subsidiaries, revenues, expenses, all will be listed here. So this is one good thing about this. And no, you want to customize the report. Like if you want something else in the report, you can also customize. You can edit the columns. You can add extra columns. You can add transaction IDs here. So there are many options that you can customize here. And if some reports are not there by default, you can even create a customized report. Like for example, income statement only. You want to have document number on, each transaction, you can have that. So you see, you can see the document numbers here. So by that you can see that this is the document number, and just by clicking on this, you can go to directly the document here, income 95. So the income, like invoice opens, sorry. And then like if you want to have, like for example, this is sales by customers. So now here you want the transaction numbers as well. You can just go to customize, have account number, or you can have name, you can group them with the names.
So
Or
it's highly customizable in terms of the reports. Um,
Yeah.
What I mean, if you can also show us very quickly, we have very little time left now.
Yes.
Like how like if you want to search something very quickly in this, like what is the way to search that
Yeah.
in this?
So if you see, this is the global search box. Okay, so for example, if I want to search some customer and I don't know the full name about that, but I just know only one word, like I can just click on percentile and media and enter. I get all the images. So if you see, you have customer, you have customer, you have new media item page, you have floor standing project of media bay. So you'll get all the lists of
Very powerful search that we have here.
yeah.
Okay. So I think we are now short of time, Sukruti. So thanks
Yes,
for taking us through this demo. I'll share my screen again. If you can stop sharing, I'll share my
sure.
screen again and then
Yeah,
take it
thank
forward
you.
from there. So I believe you can see my screen again. Kindly confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great. So we have seen this live demo of Oracle NetSuite. Now let's very quickly look at the use cases that we have in different industries. Oracle NetSuite, although Oracle NetSuite is used in more than 30 plus industries, but some of the industries where we have worked and where we have seen very common use cases include these industries actually. So starting with the companies which are into IT and IT enabled services. So NetSuite has its own projects module, which help you, allocate resources, track resources according to projects. So one of the challenge that the IT companies or ITS companies have is proper billing that they can do actually. In fact, the same kind of tracking and billing issue is also with the generic professional services company, like a company which is a media company and providing professional services around that, or an engineering company. So NetSuite Suite Projects modules help us quite a lot actually with that, wherein you can track your projects, you can do your timesheets, you can do your billing, different type of projects can be handled around that actually. The other industry where NetSuite is very popular is the e-commerce and the retail industry, as NetSuite has its own e-commerce platform. That module helps these e-commerce companies to ensure that they can create their store. So we have this product called Suite Commerce, and so for these companies or even retail companies, wherein they want to have their inventory orders and entire sales cycle handled completely. The other type of companies include the manufacturing companies, any type of manufacturing companies, and where they want to do production planning, supply chain optimization, they want to do inventory tracking, warehouses, etc. So manufacturing is another area wherein it is used very, very common actually. The healthcare life sciences companies, one of the greatest requirement that they have ensures that is to ensure that they comply with the regulatory compliances. They have good financial controls and there is security around the patient data. So because of that, healthcare life sciences companies choose Oracle NetSuite. There are several instances where especially if you are say a chain of clinics or a chain of hospitals operating across the country, say you have 40 or 50 hospitals and everything is in one single ERP in the cloud with different subsidiaries, it can be handled. And then you have wholesale distribution company, again a very, very common use case for NetSuite. Basically, if you are doing the procurement and inventory, warehouses, logistics, this kind of companies again use actually Oracle NetSuite. The other include real estate companies, where there are certain add-ons that help you with the lease management and can help you with your tenant billing, etc. And then you have non-profit companies, the not-for-profit organizations that also use. So these are some of the use cases that we have for Oracle NetSuite. And we would like to highlight two of the recent case studies that we as Dhruvsoft handle the projects about actually. One was for a company for which we have transformed their project management and commission management. So this is a professional services company which was providing quality compliance, services. So the challenges that they were facing, like they were already using previously some systems, but there was inefficient project tracking, multiple systems. For example, like in this case, they were using QuickBooks and they were using multiple instances of QuickBooks. So they have consolidated all of this into one single NetSuite, and then they have also used Suite projects to do project tracking. So we have done this end-to-end NetSuite Suite project management, and also the commission management. In this case, they have also implemented Salesforce. So we have also done integration of Salesforce with Oracle NetSuite. The other case that I want to share with you is for a fleet management company, which basically they do the chassis leasing in North America. And for them, they had disjointed systems for their fleet management operations data, and we have done the Oracle NetSuite implementation for their streamlined fleet management, and we have done the data integration that resulted into improved tracking of the fleet. The inventory is optimized and they have real-time visibility. So these are the case studies that I wanted to quickly share. We are a little short of time and a lot of questions are here. So I will move to Q&A now. So if I request all the participants, if you have any Q&A, please do not hesitate in writing down in the Q&A box. So let me start with some of the questions that we have actually. Okay, one of the questions that I can see here is, so one is the question that is like how the NetSuite is different from the other ERP systems. So yeah, NetSuite is different. One of the things, a lot of ERP systems that you typically have are on-premise. NetSuite is fully cloud-based system, and there is no need for any hardware. Like you can just use any web browser and access NetSuite. The other advantage is also like its capability to support, like unlike the smaller ERPs which don't support multiple subsidiaries, multiple countries, currencies, taxations of different countries, a NetSuite can actually handle that. In the same system, you can handle a taxation which is related to India and on US also and UAE also. You don't need a separate system for that actually. And okay, the next question that I can see here, like, is it suitable to small to mid-sized businesses? I mean, if you would ask me, I mean, I told in the presentations also that NetSuite can be used by a company with just 5-6 users also. Yes, there is definitely a pricing that is involved, but NetSuite can be used. In fact, it is used by a lot of very small organizations also. And the advantage with NetSuite is that it grows with your business. You can start small. You can take only the core modules first, like order to cash, procure to pay, and financials. And as you grow, you can add additional modules into that actually. So you can start small, grow big, and it's that way. It is suited for the small to mid-size businesses. There's another question, although there are a lot of questions, but we have very small amount of time which is left actually. How secure is NetSuite? So if you look at NetSuite, basically has very, very secure standards that it follows actually. So including the data encryption, you have also seen role-based access, you have multi-factor authentication. So that way NetSuite is highly secure. In fact, because of the multi-factor authentication, it's nearly impossible that somebody can get access of your NetSuite actually. There's one more question that I can see from here is that what about the AI related features of NetSuite? So NetSuite is definitely has features that helps you in like, automation, reporting, which is driven by AI actually. So whether it's something which is predictive kind of AI insight, it can help you with some kind of anomaly detection, or it can give you the recommendations which are there actually. So that way, like, definitely NetSuite. And so one more question is where we have login related to view this dashboard. So I think the question is like how to log into NetSuite. So NetSuite is like a cloud-based software. To log into NetSuite, you will have to like go to netsuite.com, and then you will have a login link there. And from there you can log into Oracle NetSuite. It's to get access to NetSuite, you need to be a customer actually. You don't get a trial account of NetSuite on its own. In case you want to see a demo or trial of NetSuite, you can connect with us. So that's how you can log in. Let me look at mobile access is another question. Like, does NetSuite offer the mobile access? Yes, NetSuite has a mobile access. Whatever feature which my colleague Sukriti has shown to you, you can also access those features using a mobile application as well actually. So if you go for NetSuite, how do you provide the training? Yeah, so NetSuite offers its own training modules, which are online trainings. You can use them. In addition to that, we as partner provide extensive training when we do the implementations for our customers. I think take one more question here. So the dashboard customization, I think, but they have already handled that. You can customize your dashboards. Yes, so that can be done actually. And tax compliance is one good question. So we have, according to country, you can install specific tax bundles. That means like according to, suppose you're operating in 2 countries right now, so you can install those 2 tax bundles. And then with the help of that, you can ensure that NetSuite complies with the taxation of that particular country. So that is something that can be handled. So I think we have reached the time limit that we have for this webinar. So let me conclude this very quickly. In case your company is looking for evaluating NetSuite, then you can connect with us. You can schedule a discovery session, with us. We can take you through the NetSuite once again, like in that, and we can discuss what are your needs, what use cases you're looking for, and we can propose a solution. Our contact details are provided here. You can reach out to us, or you can just go to our websites, dhruvsoft.com or nssuccess.com, which is netsuitesuccess.com. So you can connect with us on these, and we can take it forward. So I want to thank all the participants who have joined today in this webinar. Thank you very much for joining, and we organize one webinar every month, so you can keep watching the space that we have on webinars on our website nssuccess.com, and looking forward to meet you again next month. Thank you.